Paul McGrane joined us here on the John Mendola Show. Our Carol Janelle, the pizza capital of the world, Wilkes-barre area boys track coach. We got a nice crew over there. Guys are feeling good a couple days after the district championship, and I think you're feeling pretty good as well. Talk a little bit about the performances.
We're elated. We had our top kids. They really came out and they did what we were hoping they would do. They went 1-2. Timmy and Kayvon went 1-2 in the 100, 1-2 in the 200. We won the 4x1. We were trying to build up that 4x4. We took them down to 10, but it took a little selling to get them into it. And this is probably the fourth time they ran it. But this time, when you looked in their faces, you knew they were ready to run a race. They were just so focused and bought into it.
2-second differential. Hazelton was actually 2 seconds faster, I think, than you
yes.
guys coming in. But you guys performed, and you had to beat Hazelton in that 4x4 to win the championship.
We told them that. We knew we were coming in sixth in that race. But we knew Kayvon could get us out front. He did that at the conference meet last week. And this split's a little bit off because of the stagger, but Will Time had him at like a 47.5, which is nuts for a high school kid. And our next two runners ran really nice. And then Timmy got it at the end, and he ran a 48, legit split, 48.4, 48.5. Holding off the district champ, Owen from Hazelton, and they had the other guy in the 800 who was really good too, plus a couple other good kids.
Underwood performed in the long jump first place. That was a huge help for you guys, Point West.
He came out and he didn't get the jump he wanted in the triple jump, and he wanted to save himself a little bit for the high jump. So he only took 2 jumps in the meet. Came out and the first one popped out 22.3, and he kind of knew after watching everybody jump. There's only one person in the 21s, and then there were high 20s. So he just hung around, tried to save it for the high jump, but kind of got slick with the rain, and he's a speed jumper, and he just flew right through. But he did end up, I think, a tie for 5th, which added more points for us. We got a lot of points from kids nobody expected. Our 2-mile relay. These guys came out, they dropped 30 seconds. We had Josiah McCoy to jump in. He ran a 2:04 the first time he ran it. Jake Turner came in. Abby and Cameron Rahowski, they ran their personal best. So that put us in a really nice place. Those 3 points adds up. Another guy, Ben Delgado came out. He was 14th coming in. He finished 8th. That's another point. Jaden Sanchez came in 14th. Seed came in 4th, went almost 15, 18 inches higher than he's ever jumped before. Things like that you don't expect, but you're so happy when it happens.
Let's talk about, people take for granted the handoffs, and you've been around long enough to know that it can happen to the best of them. Talk about trying to perfect that and master that and rep, and that 4x1.
The 4x1 is a crapshoot. You have one blown handoff and your race is done. Our guys are not happy with their performance in the 4x1. They think they could do much better. And we're going to start tomorrow, which will be Friday. We gave them a couple down days because after that workout, they needed their bodies to recover. But we're going to be working on those handoffs, and hopefully we can get it down so we could represent how good we really are.
Let's talk about, the buy-in and the reps and the practices and all the stuff that kind of led up to this. But we go all the way back to indoor where Timmy and Kayvon had a huge season.
They had a huge season. They started in November. And the thing about these guys, they're always there. Kayvon will be there in the pouring rain. He'll show up. He'll come out and he'll do his warm-ups the right way. He'll come out and he'll run 12-second 100 ins and outs. We took them all over indoor. We were at Stroudsburg, we went to Kutztown, we went to Bucknell, we went to Penn State College, and then we even went to the indoor national meet where Kayvon and Timmy both qualified. Timmy even made the semifinals for the 60-meter dash. So they have a lot of experience coming into this outdoor season, which really built them up and gave them a lot of confidence for the year.
You have some long-term relationships with coaches in the conference.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Sobosinski said he had a little tear in his eye. He was happy for you. Coach Rads, at Dallas. Talk a little bit about, the personal feeling. You go out to Western Wayne, you know, he feels good about you too. But talk a little bit about, you know, just building those relationships
over the years.
Not 2-3 years, over decades in some
Over
cases.
decades, without a doubt. You know, I myself miss a lot of the coaches, you know, on Boss Cross, without a doubt. Eddie Mark, another guy. But Eddie Rad, out of Dallas, great. John Sobozinski's another good guy. Frank up at Abington Heights, another great guy. I'm getting to know the coaches from North Pocono and Lakeland, and all these guys come up. You know, they're like, we're really, really rooting for you. You know, we're going against Hazelton. I miss Lou Gunderman.
Sure.
We used to bang. Oh my God, we had some great meets with him. So I'm just getting to know the new coach right now. So it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun.
These guys have a high ceiling. Underclassmen, some of these guys, I mean, there's still more room to grow for them. Talk about just, you know, looking to the future and say, hey, these guys, if they want to do track, that's something they can do.
They're just starting to talk about that. They're thinking, you know, I love football, but, you know, I'm pretty good at this. Plus, they're young. They are young. They're juniors. Some of them are young juniors, like 15, 16-year-old juniors. Some don't even drive yet. And their bodies are just maturing. Last year, their bodies, they didn't grow into their bodies. They were good, but now they're starting to, you know, see some positives. So that's really neat. It's nice to see the development that they're getting.
How about the feelings about states? We know the competition is as good as it gets, not only in Pennsylvania, but in the country in some regards. There's some quality kids that set records, but talk a little bit about, hey, you got to go in there and just, hey, we're some of the best. We're going to go compete and see what happens.
It's funny. We went to the East Stroudsburg meet earlier, the red and black meet, and Timmy ran 10:59. And we came home and we saw the Shippensburg results where 5 guys ran faster than him down at Shippensburg, and 1 kid ran 10:33, you know. Plus you got all the District 1 kids coming in, and District 9 from Phil, and then the Erie kids come in. And then you got the Williamsport kids who are having a great year too. So we just know we're going to go down there, we're going to do our best, and let the chips fall where they go.
Never gets old going to Shippensburg. Great feeling. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It's been raining.
It's been raining all week, and I'm over there sitting down looking at District 12 and District 6 results right now, seeing how Tuna's doing. And George Washington got a guy who runs a 10.6 or a 10.4. I'll be on the internet all weekend, just sizing it up and letting the guys know where they stand. And if they perform their best, they belong right with everybody else.
Well, congratulations on a district championship. A great year with the guys here in wilkes-barre.
That was exciting. Yes, thank you so much, John. It's great to be here, and keep up doing what you do because kids really love it.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Okay.